Welcome back, fellow Vikings, to another episode of Stasis. Today we're gonna explore this green stuff in the what's it called? Whatever John just said it is, because you're probably gonna watch this back to back. The war lightning indicates the entrance is another laboratory. Maybe we can go there. I remember this section being kind of...
This is ridiculous. How did it grow this world in a few months?
kind of difficult.
These plants can naturally develop this fast.
Hayne developed the technology to accelerate plant growth. Oxygen is big business.
In space it is. Corpse. Okay, security level 1. Is there anything we can touch? Ooh. Computer terminal. More logs. Okay. Let's go the other way and see if there's anything right there. You're running pretty well for just having had back surgery, Mr. John. Wheel. Ooh, oxygen collection tank.
Oxygen levels increasing.
Can we touch that? That's apparently a big fat nope. We couldn't touch that. And where? Oh, there we are. Let's just increase the oxygen for now, right there.
Oxygen levels increasing.
Decline. Great agent has blah blah blah. Test running. I want to see what happens.
That's just crazy. Although...
Though... Ooh. Kind of need to look at that corpse. Think. Okay, so we can't go anywhere, but we could. Oh, we can go this way too. Oh.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
It's some sort of insect.
Keep your distance.
It's tied up. Doesn't look like it can get loose.
Tied up. How big is it?
Big.
That doesn't look tied up more than that it looks like they're milking it. And it's apparently happy. Oh wait, there was this corpse too. Okay. Nothing of interest. Okay, so... we do need to do something with that hardened amber. Can we use the pistol?
It doesn't work like that.
Okay. If it doesn't work like that, then fine. Milk processing. I think this is gonna get me killed, but because she seems happy. Yeah, it definitely got me killed. This seems to be more of an anti-tutorial. Okay, let's read the computer terminal. Personal logs. I'll just read them and see if there's anything interesting. The Queen is a temperamental little thing, a fiery lady to be sure. Ah, but Queenie, you forget. I grew up in a family with more than one fire-breathing dragon. If I can handle my mother, I can certainly handle you. Ha! That was funny. My parents kept hives of bees. So I've never been squeamish over insects. And I can tell the difference between aggression and favor. I'm still the only person who can get close without being bitten. And her bite can have one hell of a mark. Let me tell you, Hodgkins said he'll report this side effect upon his return from sick leave. In other news, Dr. Murik, one of Dr. Gray's subordinates, has requested samples of the jelly for experiments with his tree resin. He thinks it might have a use as an industrial adhesive. This is a little way from my original intention, but I do suppose it's a start. If only I'd resigned when I said I would, and if only they hadn't ignored my demands to have the infernal fungus destroyed. It's growing over me now, over my skin. It's burrowing into my flesh. The insects attacked again today, and it seems to only worsen. Dr. Gray was destroyed by a swarm of them, and now his only fertilizer for that ever-ravenous mold he was so curious about. The uninfected are making an attempt to escape. This doesn't include me. The emergency flares keep the bugs away. I told them to give me that flare to hold back the bugs so that they could get away. I hope they escape soon. This fungus is making my head feel funny. I'm sure I can feel it growing through my ear canal. Right. But that also means that fire is good. I wonder if we can milk again. We can. But we didn't get more for that. Okay, fine. Let's see.
No. Crazy.
Crazy. Yeah. Alright. Fine. Is there anything else we can do? Do you have something for me? Can we make a flare? Can we go through this door?
Another locked door.
Yes, it certainly...
Vaporizer chamber compromised. Chamber is not airtight.
Ah. What if we...
It doesn't work like that.
Okay, let's read the report.
Vaporizer chamber compromised. Chamber is not airtight.
Fine. Okay. Can we pick up this? No. Okay.
It doesn't work like that.
Let's go get more milk, shall we? Haha. We now have duplicates. Okay.
No. Crazy. I don't know what I was thinking there.
Maybe throw it on the
I can try to make it fit, but it may break.
I want to lure over the insect somewhere.
I don't think this will fit.
I don't care.
No, that won't work.
Oh, there is people up here. Or corpses, at least. Can we go there without dying? Yep. I think we need some way of making fire in there since the oxygen increased. Ooh. Okay, that's still there. Fine. Can we go to the elevator and find something? Nope. Fine. Do you have something for me? Nope. There we go.
That was too close.
What is that? Queen pincer. Maybe we can get hardened ember from that. Oh, hell yeah. And then we can repair... that means we can repair the... ionizer. Whatever it was called. It was called a vaporizer. That's what it was called. Okay.
I can't see it working like that.
Well, come on. Sure you can make it work.
No, that won't work.
Yes, it will.
It doesn't work like that.
What are we missing then?
I can try to make it fit, but it may break. It doesn't work like that. I can't see it working like that.
We need to mix these two, but we can't mix these two.
I don't think that'll work.
Ah, there it is. Needed to do some pixel hunting to get that metal plaque so that we can apply some of this glue to it and then apply it to the chamber. That should be airtight enough, right?
Vaporizer activated.
Vaporized Queen Firm. Okay, that should be cool. Okay. So that should mean that we can do something in here, right? Like spray it on this. Or
I
this.
think that would break.
Did I put? No, I didn't.
I think that'll just break it.
How about fast spinning fan? Hell yeah!
I hate bugs.
That was a quick and easy thing to do. Let's examine this corpse. That broke pretty quickly. Did we get anything? Nope.
Oxygen levels increasing to dangerous levels. Oxygen levels pose a fire hazard. CSEC has been notified.
It's beautiful.
The oxygen guard is any ship. Green, full, natural.
Now, don't set off any kind of static spark, John. Well, that is pretty much what we're going to do, but let's interact with this. The vines around this body is so completely that you're surprised when you notice it still draws breath. Unconscious, this soul must have been resting here for a while, unless the vines grew incredibly quickly. So, we're gonna kill a person by, running for it. Can we get up here? Oh, there's another corpse here. Security level 0. We can actually keep on going. I think we got a flare. Yeah. Let's not use that for just yet. Stagnant water collection point. Ooh. She is encrusted with fungus and vines. A human nerve center for the twisting growths around her. Appallingly, she is still alive. Okay, let's talk to her.
Oh, God. God. Oh, I could get you out. I could cut you free.
Let's read the PDA first. I'm gonna have to do what I think I have to do. Ooh boy. Okay, so this lady was trapped here inside inside the hydroponics, and that is her daughter, apparently. And she, the fungus is essentially growing inside of her, making her watch her own daughter die, slowly decomposing. So that's why she wanna die. And we got a flare. We've increased the oxygen. Now there's only one thing left to do.
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you end this. But you need to help me first. I don't need you to leave. I need you to crack this flare. The oxygen will ignite. Then you will die.
Thank God that is a cutscene.
Extreme external temperatures detected. Plug suit has regulated body temperature to benchmark level.
The fire systems just went haywire over here, John. What did you do?
I cleared the vines.
With a flamethrower?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Fire in Oxygen Gardens 1, 3, 5, 6, 9. Fire in Oxygen Gardens 2, 7, 8. Fire suppression system activated. Warning. Fire suppression system compromised. Warning.
Shit! Oxygen production has been compromised. Are the biomes still intact? Oh, God, please don't say you burnt them out.
Just the one on this level.
It's caused a chain reaction, John. They're all going up. We have a time limit now. Hours at most.
You get my daughter right now.
Alright, so, yeah. That cleared the vines, indeed.
You little shit! What have you done?
Listen to me.
Fire cleansers. Mr. Manager, I'm gonna make sure you burn for what you and your friends have done to me. To my own!
Oh, please. I have nothing to do with this.
You won't get much further. Goodbye.
Where is she to? Where is Rebecca?
She's in a containment area at the other end of Seed.
Looks like this place is being expanded.
Seed was always expanding. That place scares me.
Thanks.
Oh, sorry.
That's something interesting to note. Okay. We don't have any keys for it. Interesting. Can we go through here? Yes, we can.
Warning. Halo thing hepatotoxicity is at an elevated level.
Thank you very much for that. Black Void. How appropriate. Well, so we do have a type of gun right now.
Warning. Halo thing hepatotoxicity is at an elevated level.
The words. I can't even.
What do you see?
What kind of a monster would do this? These women, these poor women. This is torture. This is
Science.
The defibrillator. And it looks like it's fully charged.
We're gonna read this, but not... Okay, but not right now, because we got a robot to destroy. And I think I know how to do it. Okay, so the idea is to plug this sink and let it overflow right here and use the defibrillator to short circuit that robot and see what it can do. We gotta time it just right there. More experiments. Nice. This does not sound very
Can you hear me? Do you know where you are?
apparently that's a big fat no.
This is the purpose of the group link. It's not on Earth. People can't see it, so they don't care.
But if they knew?
So what?
Ooh, liquid nitrogen. We are definitely running out of room here.
If they were more open, this wouldn't happen.
Open to who? The people? Governments?
Other corporations.
What cost?
A bit of our humanity, I suppose.
Okay. So we need to get over there. Can we use... Let's see.
That's just crazy.
Although...
I can't see it working like that. No. Crazy. I think that'll just break it.
Let's see, when it changes direction, can we use the liquid nitrogen on it?
Maybe if it... No, that won't work.
Maybe if we did that, then...
I can't see it working like that.
Come on. Think.
These don't go well together.
Okay, fine. We have to do something with the sink. Is there nothing we can pick up here? I'm deathly afraid of that robot, by the way. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna click on pretty much everything.
These women must have families and lives.
You can't do anything for them now. Soon this ship will run out of oxygen. They won't be in pain for much longer.
A second in this place is more torture than anyone should bear.
Oh, we can touch that woman.
I'm here to help. I'm gonna help you. Just close your eyes.
You can touch that woman too.
Just breathe in and out. Soon you'll wake up from this. Don't worry. I'm here. I'm gonna help you. Soon you'll be out of here. This is just a bad dream.
Damn. Well, at least we were helpful in some regard. Okay, so back to their plan. Bandage. Yeah. Let's stuff up the sink. Oh yeah, we still have everything. Okay, cool. Get ready, John. There we go. Finally.
Easy. God, just need it. Got it.
Got what? Twisted metal. Are we gonna make our own key? Seriously? Oh, let's check the platform first. Another sink. Cool.
Warning. The oxygen atmosphere generating system is no longer functioning. Product failure is imminent.
Well, that was a failure. We can't go through there. How about we shoot this? Apparently we can't. Okay.
I can't see it working like that. I think that would break. I can try to make it fit, but it may break.
I have no idea what I'm doing. But let's go up here. What if I combine this with
That's
this?
just crazy. Although... no. Crazy. This isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work.
Ah. Maybe. Hell yeah. We still have a shitload of stuff amongst the twisted metal, but I got a feeling we're gonna get to that point later. Ooh. Hey, bird. It has fallen from the operating table, only crawling around aimlessly. No doubt that leaves.
This shit is straight out of the eugenics war. I taught this in my history class. All of this research will be lost. Does that mean that this was for nothing?
For nothing.
Damn. Way to say that calmly. Damn.
They're almost human. Especially their eyes.
Don't get too close.
Don't worry, we're gonna get too close. just want to click on just about everything. There's a PDA and there's a terminal. Okay. Let's use the terminal and see what happens. Subject 82509 Lana. Lana, subject host, Tara McCormick, First Lieutenant, Marine Liaison. Subject observation. Rambunctious, subject appears to have inherited her mother's powerful physical build and latent aggression. Lana has the makings of an excellent alpha female candidate. Recommendations. Move Lana to a group cell, and SS isolation appears to promote irritability. Are they really trying to make these hybrids irritated? Subject Daryl. Willow Brody. Nurse, medical deck. Observation. Quiet, but intelligent. Attempted to pick the lock on his cell yesterday, but failed to escape. Excellent puzzle-solving skills, and while not especially aggressive, has a strong build. A thinker, clearly. Damn. Frederick. Marie Maxwell, non-crew member, caterer from Phobos. Subject shows little of his mother's solid frame, but is a superb hunter. Stalks and learns tactics by observing the others. Appears to be developing a strong tactical mind. Cool. That may be helpful in a military situation. Damn. Nay. Why does it say Lana there? Anyway, subject Nay. Host Ellen Marachek. Oh, Ellen Marachek. Space tourist. Observation. Want to watch. Cunning, extraordinarily fast and dangerous. Appears to prefer isolation, as attempted pairing results in fatalities. Takes an alpha role easily. Easily dominates the other Novi. A definite candidate for Lana's mate. So... one of these may be our daughter. I'm gonna go over here. Crap. Ew, that does not look good. It kind of looks like we can go over here. The observation wall is stained top to bottom with unpleasant erythria of dried substance. Okay. A PDA, strapped down creature. Surgical laser. Life support machinery. Mainframe computer. Terminals. Can we use the terminals?
Don't go any further. I'm warning you now.
How could you do this?
I do with my children as I see fit.
It's barbaric.
Spare me the pity of the righteous. Your daughter owes her life to me.
What do you know about Rebecca?
ARG was good on this ship, Mr. Marachek. Cancer, HIV, Ebola. I eliminated them all. mine to do as I choose.
I...
Oh yes, I know about everything, Johnny Marley. I know about your daughter, and all about your wife. You are accountable.
Jan his signal, John. You need to hurry. We're close.
Yeah, but I don't know what to do. Oh, so Dr. Milan has Rebecca, John's child, and he has essentially turned her into, from what I can read from the logs, he had turned her into a hybrid, also curing the disease she had in the process. Also, while creating these hybrids, there were a lot of failures which they essentially just dumped into, they essentially just dumped it into the engines. And one of the doctors apparently got a little bit too eager and killed off and dumped way too many, which apparently caused a fungus that took over the entire ship and is now slowly killing everyone. And yeah, let's read the other PDA. Also, apparently there is something called the eugenics wars, which they are trying to replicate. Well, Dr. Milan is trying to replicate. Oh, and in the other report, apparently Dr. Milan killed Kane, like the founder of Kane Corporation.
I can try to make it fit, but it may break.
I think I now know what I need to do.
Maybe. No, that
We need
won't
to
work.
insert the power cells right there. And we need to go and get the power cells. Which might kill a bunch of people, but that's okay. I think we will start over here. Okay. Things got very quiet all of a sudden. I don't think these people are good.
Of this power cell may result in subject termination and or equipment failure.
I wish I had something to say to these apparently pregnant women, but see you in the next life.
Go to sleep. I beg you. Don't worry.
It's better this way, John. Still need to remove this one.
This power cell will result in power interruptions in areas adjacent to this node.
That's fine. We will just insert the parcels and see what they do. Surgical laser. Oh, cool. Ew. Maybe I wasn't supposed. Oh. Eviscerated creature. Okay, fine. Let's fiddle some more. And some more. And that's it. Now we got a doorway. We still got a whole bunch of stuff left. But this episode has been way much longer than it needed to be, so I'm gonna call it here. We've actually got... I keep feeling like I haven't done like enough in each of these episodes, but there has actually been a lot of things happening in this episode. So we found out some very useful information, and we're very, very fucking close to getting to our daughter. But that's gonna be it for this episode, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.